I feel like that's a lot of it is mental. I mean, of course, you got guys who, like, I just turned 18. You got guys who are 21, 20 years old. So being able just to play with them and embody them and use technique and stuff like that, and the little advantages that you can, it's not too big of a physical difference.
What have you improved on the most from coming from high school now here in college?
Probably just making the right reads, right plays, slowing the game down a lot. Like in high school, when you would get the shot and it was open, you shoot it every time. But also knowing what right plays to make at what time in the shot clock and stuff like that has been pretty big.
Has there been any upperclassmen that's kind of taken a mentor role for you or been a leader?
Yeah, for sure. It's been everybody. Ibby right here, my brother, he was here last year, so he's kind of in the same situation that I was in last year. So I ask him questions all the time. We talk about it all the time. I talk about Taham and Charles and a lot of those guys who are already here and having a year under their belt. So being able to ask them questions and like, because they most definitely have a lot of the answers. Asking them is some of the best information that I've ever could have gotten.
What's maybe the best piece of advice that somebody's told you?
That it happens to every freshman. Obviously, it's a lot getting thrown at us as far as being at one of the most premier schools in the nation, homework-wise and educational-wise, and then also coming out here and having a really complex offense thrown at you. It's a lot. So just having guys who are like, yo, just relax. It happens to everybody, and we got faith in you, and we're gonna need you this year. That's a lot. A lot of that stuff is pretty helpful, and those are the right things to say, and I listen to them.
You mentioned being pretty good friends with Evie over there. How did that kind of develop? Was that something that, did you know him before he got to Michigan, or was it once you got here?
I know I committed, and then we had, he was a senior and I was a junior in high school. We had like a scrimmage, and we went to Ohio, and we kind of just started talking. We kind of chopping it up or whatever, and then I came on unofficial, and it was just one unofficial, we just clicked. So I started texting him more and FaceTiming him and sending each other like videos on Twitter and stuff like that. But then like when I got here and we just started spending more time together, it was crazy how everything just clicked, and it was just like, this man became my brother. I don't think blood could make us any closer than we already are.
What's something about him that a lot of people might not know but would think is pretty funny?
He is probably one of the most intellectual guys you'll ever talk to. Like some of the stuff that we talk about, like away from basketball, crazy. He's super compassionate.
So what would he say about you? What do you think one of those things about you that people might not know?
He probably I don't know. I love Disney movies. I think he's probably say something about that. Or I don't know. That's a tough question.
Disney movies, you said?
Yeah, I love Disney
movies. What's your favorite Disney movie?
Moana. I like Moana right now. It's tough. I'm pretty into that. I think I've watched it 3 times and cried twice. So I think I say I like them.
What are you most looking forward to this season?
Oh man, just being around a great group of guys like this. Obviously, playing high-level college basketball is just what people dream of. So being in a situation and playing against the North Carolinas and UCLA's and also everybody in the Big Ten, but also being able to go on the road and learn from these guys and hang out with these guys 24/7 is something I'm super excited for, and I just can't wait for the experience.
Do you have any personal expectations for this season?
Just make as big of an impact as I can. Obviously, I was a huge impact player in high school, but the transition from high school to college is different. So being able to come in as a freshman and make the right plays and you know what I'm saying, be there for my team and make sure that I contribute to winning is something, whether it's having a positive attitude or going out there and hitting 6 threes or whatever it is, being able to contribute to a win is what I feel like my role is going to be.
What's the adjustment been like for you from high school to college? Has it gone pretty smoothly so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty smooth. Lalo has helped me a lot because I went there last year at boarding school. So being able to come here and transition and already knowing what it's going to be like and the things I'm going to face and the road bumps and stuff like that, I already know how to handle them compared to if I would have came straight from high school. So I feel like the transition has been pretty good.
How tough was that transition?
From high school to college?
No.
From public school to Lalo, it was tough. Obviously being a junior in high school and then going away from home and being in a situation like that for the first time and not knowing what to expect was pretty tough. But everything that I went through at Lalo, I'm going through here at school, so I feel like that decision was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
When you made that decision to go, how did the
Yeah,
Sure.
it was just a crazy chain of events. We had a coach who was there for 26 years, and then he left and went to his alma mater, his high school in the city. So he went to go coach there. And that exact same night, we played a EYBL game. And then coach from Alu texted me and was like, well, how would you think about coming to a prep school? And we always talked about the Oak Hills and the Mount Verge and stuff and never really paid attention to it. But then obviously having a situation like that for a guy that I was going to play with and he was leaving, and it was just by the grace of God, it just happened all at one time. So it was just amazing.
So when that offer comes